Hey guys, it's Brandon Miniman from Pocketnow.com. We don't really stop to think about it, but smartphone packaging has evolved tremendously over the last 3 or 4 years. We've gone from huge boxes with lots of empty space to boxes that could hardly fit anything else inside of them if you tried. I've dug up some old boxes here, and we're going to take a look at how smartphone packaging has evolved. Kind of a different kind of video here that hopefully you'll find interesting. So let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to start off over here with this particular box. This is for the iMate SP5M, a device that came out in about 2006, 2007. It was my first smartphone, and the box was huge. The device itself is actually only as big as it is seen over here, but there was just a tremendous amount of wasted space inside of this box. Of course, the benefit was that the manufacturer, iMate, could make this big, bold picture on the front, which looks great in a store, but again, it's a lot of waste, and for a device that's this big, you really don't need a box that is as big as a software box in the mid-90s. And then we came to devices like the Verizon Treo 700W. This was one of the first, or the first, Windows Mobile Palm smartphone, and the world was turned upside down when that happened. And inside, there is a lot of wasted space. This box is even taller than the iMate box, but it's not as wide, as you can see. But it's just really different packaging than you would get today. So if we open it up, I still actually have this device inside. You can see that there's plastic used, not very eco-friendly. You can look down and just see how there's so much wasted space inside, really unnecessarily, but it really helped to display the phone nicely and bring it forth when you have that unboxing experience. And then we started to see an evolution to the flap design. This was the top flap design, and then we started to see sort of the side flap, right? And the side flap is still with us today, and it has led to smaller size boxes like in the HTC Tilt 2. So we bring up the flap, we open up the top, and we just have the device on the top neatly displayed, and below are the accessories. And then they kind of modified this a little bit more, say for example the Propel Pro, which has the same flap design although it is less tall, even smaller than the Tilt 2. And again, we still see this design a lot today. HTC came along with their Touch Diamond2, Touch Pro 2. They didn't use flaps, they just had a typical, pull out the tab and open the top. And they started to use different materials, so recycled cardboard here to be a little bit more eco-friendly. When the original iPhone was released, it had a very small box, and with each successive generation of the iPhone, the box has gotten smaller and smaller. Here's the 3GS, which is a very small, almost handheld size box. It was all about the device. You open up the top, the device would be on top with tightly packed accessories down below. The iPhone 4 represented an even smaller box compared to the iPhone 3GS, and if we stack them, you can see length, width, and height are all smaller a little bit on the iPhone 4's box. And again, when you unboxed an iPhone, you'd have the device on top with some information here and a link to download iTunes if you hadn't already done that. So a very nice unboxing experience for all the iPhone devices. Then HTC came along and actually innovated a little bit in packaging, which was really nice. So here we have the HTC HD2, which has one of the best unboxing experiences because you look at the front and it says big, big, and this shows the actual dimensions of the HD2. And as you slide it off the top here, you get this green, which contrasts very nicely with the device. The big screen HTC HD2 here in the flesh, just almost artistic in the presentation, and then you could lift up this tab and see all the accessories below. And then we have a device like the Droid 2 and the Droid X, which has probably the tightest packaging of any smartphone ever. The height of the Droid 2, in this case, is actually the exact, or almost the exact height of the actual package. There is no wiggle room in this box. It is just packed to the gills. So we have just the device itself here, and then if we open it up, we've got some accessories below. And if you've ever tried to re-cram the accessories inside of a newer smartphone box, you know how difficult it is. Everything has its place inside of a box, and it's very tightly fitted, which means less materials and better eco-friendliness. So that was a little look at the evolution from huge to small. Even though smartphones have gotten bigger with larger screens, the packaging has gotten much smaller to the point where we have these tiny little boxes which go a long way in protecting the device and staying eco-friendly while still maintaining that great unboxing experience. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment about your previous experience with cell phone boxes and how you've seen them change from being huge to tiny. That's it for now. Thanks for watching.